The starting lineup for the visiting Warriors. Number five, Aaron Steck. Number 8, Annabelle Curran. Number 11, Callie Brady. Number 17, Ella Morgan. Number 27, Stephanie LeBlanc. And in goal, number 34, Kiki Lynch. The Warriors are coached by Ting Langerman and Katie Holmes. And now for the Hopkins Hillers. In goal, number 1, Ryla Calora. Number 3, Grace Hennigan. Number 7, Olivia Hager. Number 8, Morgan Beeler. Number 10, Nina Altieri. And number 14, Jocelyn Lomnick. The Hillers are coached by Chuck Costello, Mike Messier, and Leah Gasper. And now, if everybody could please rise and able to face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
And welcome into the New England Sports Center for Hopkinton Hillers girls varsity hockey, as tonight they take on King Phillip. Tom Nappy, happy to be with you on the call. Dave McCarthy on camera as we are about to get started here at the New England Sports Center. All right, we are ready to get started here. Hopkinton Hillers 3-5 on the season. King Phillip is 7-0-0. Hillers looking for a big upset win here this evening, and we are underway. King Phillip in the green and yellow, Hillers in the white. Hopkinton working left to right across your screen in this first period. And we had the late night start here today. There's a shot for King Phillip and a save by Riley Cholera. That was Stephanie LeBlanc bringing the pressure. Well, this King Phillip team, very good shooting team, and Riley Cholera certainly going to be busy in net today. Your goaltender matchup, Riley Cholera up against Kiki Lynch for King Phillip. Well, this Hiller team, they have showed that they can compete with just about anybody. There's a shot, and it's turned away. Now, we want to warn you that we did have a little bit of a connection issue due to the big Verizon outage that is taking place in many areas of the country. So hopefully that won't affect us, but we cannot 100% guarantee that we won't be affected by it. So if we end up losing connection, that would be why. But for now, it appears to be good. Along the near side we go into King Phillip territory. Laney O'Shea trying to dig it out. A couple Hillers in there as well. As a couple more King Phillip Warriors join in on the fun. And they get the puck out over to the far side. Hopkinton Hiller boys currently in action over at Loring Arena in Framingham. Road match against Holliston. We'll try to get you updates from that game as well. Jean approaching towards the net. A backhander turned away. That was a nice job by Jean sneaking in there for the shot. Along the near side. Last year when these two teams met up, it was a very close game. It ended up being a 3-2 King Phillip win. A good save there by Lynch as she turns that away. Gone along the far side, trying to dig it out. She's contested along the boards. Couple minutes into action here in this first period. There's a shot just wide of the net. And that is sent out by Cramen over to the far side. And picked up in the corner by Callie Brady. She sends it up the boards. Into the neutral zone we go. Sent up along the far side. King Phillip looking to attack. Some back and forth along the boards. Here come the Hillers. Cramen gets in there, sends it out towards the slot. Good possession by the Hillers. Nice job keeping it in King Phillip territory. And by the way, if we shall have connection issues due to the Verizon outage, we will have the full recording of the game out for you later tonight or early tomorrow. That is sent up to the inboards by Callie Arthur. On the far side now, Hedger trying to go get it. She'll bring it around. Here comes Hedger flying up the ice. Into King Phillip territory, a wrister, and turned away. A little high on the shot there. Battle for possession along the far side. Back and forth along the blue line as King Phillip looks to approach. I'll tell you, the Hillers doing a nice job. They're being aggressive, getting to the puck. And had a great possession, keeping it in the King Phillip zone. Up behind the net now, battle for it out in front. There's a shot and a score for King Phillip. Well, that was a good job by Stephanie LeBlanc, who was just able to get in front of the net. And she pops it in at 11:01 left to go here in the first period. A 1-0 KP lead. Off the face-off now. Hillers racing into King Phillip territory. Cramen battling for it, along with Callie Brady. Warriors able to take it out. Brady gets it near side over to Curran. Now along the near side, battle for it. Puck sent across. Here comes Morgan. It's Ella Morgan. Gets it over the left circle. Hillers looking to clear the zone, picking it up at the blue line. That's Aaron Steck. Gets it into the slot. There's a shot turned away. Annabelle Curran with that last shot. Battle for it along the far side. Lucy Jean picks it up. Here she comes trying to race up the ice. Weave it around KP Warriors, and they're able to divert her. Ella Morgan sends it to the near side. And a tangle up here. Here comes KP. This is Brady racing into Hiller territory towards the net out in front, looking for the backhander, and she was just wide. So the Hillers, they need to protect the front of that net. You don't want to let King Phillip get position there. To the near side, and the feed out to Cohen. Now to the right circle. That shot just off the mark. Some back and forth here. Along the boards, and that is sent into the neutral zone. Picked up by Leanne Allen. She'll flip it back into Hiller territory. And now battle for it along the blue line. Sent across by Callie Arthur. 9 minutes and counting. Left to play in this first period. Not a whole lot of stoppages up to this point. Sent across by Emma Richard. And picked up in the neutral zone by Jean. Here she comes. Looking to approach out in front of the net. A backhander turn away. Good pressure there from Lucy Jean. And now along the near side. Bringing it up the ice. That is Molly Morgan. Into the left circle. A couple Hillers able to get in front of her. Nice defense by Gaughan. Gaughan sends it up. Hillers looking to approach. Here comes Jean again. They got a 2-on-1. There's a shot off the post. Lucy Jean bringing the pressure. And she's looking for more pressure here. Tries to come out with it, but getting it her way was Taylor McDuff. And now back into Hiller territory. Sent across. Hillers look to regroup. Abby Cramen moves it up. Along the far side, looking to approach McDuff. She's diverted. Following up is Lainey O'Shea. She'll put it towards the end boards. Yeah, the Hiller looking to clear the zone. The Hillers clearing the zone is going to be very important tonight against this very good shooting KP team. Along the end boards, that is O'Shea. Gets it over to the near side. Here comes Molly Murphy into Hiller territory. She's battling it out with Olivia Hedger. Sent across, out in front of the Hiller net. There's a shot. And it looks like Callie Arthur able to land on, Riley Cholera able to land on that one. A shot from Katie McGann. So a nice save by Cholera, and we'll get a face-off at 6:58 left to go. All right, Hillers, they've been working to clear the zone quick. For KP, they're still getting some good shots in there. They could really bring the heat. And a couple shots there out in front. That initial shot was by LeBlanc. And now to the left circle. There's a shot. It's turned away. And they cleared out of the danger zone. Along the far side now. Here comes the Hillers. Grace Hennigan. Off the board she goes with it. Callie Arthur sends it up. Brady with it. Hillers in the midst of a change. Yeah, the Hillers, they're going to rely on their starters a whole lot in this game if they want to keep it close. King Phillip approaching, sent to the slot. There's a shot, and there's a goal. Annabelle Curran, the sophomore. Well, Curran going to make it 2-0 at 6:02 left to go. Yeah, just nothing you could do about that. King Phillip just had the numbers and had a great breakaway. And the Hillers bringing the pressure right off the bat. Some Lucy Jean pressure and a save there. This faceoff comes at 5:51 left. Along the near side, there's a shot by Callie Arthur just wide of the net. Puck gets through along the far side, picked up by Callie. She looks to bring it up, and she's diverted. Craven got the stick on it, and here comes Jean once again. Jean driving in, takes a shot, turned away. Along the near side now. Set up by Molly Morgan. McDuff with it, sends it out. Hiller is able to divert, picked up by Gahn. Craven trying to send it over. That pass intercepted. KP works back into Hiller's territory. Along the near side, that's Pelkey. And it's taken by the Hillers, and here comes Abby Craven. Craven with a wrister, turned away. She'll bring it around the net, gonna try to sneak it out front. It's diverted. That's shot wide. That was actually number 10, Nina Altier. Looks like she had the jersey tucked up a little bit. Good pressure by Altier. Here comes King Phillip. That shot just wide by Cam O'Shea. Along the far side now. Battle along the boards. And wow, that just happened to deflect in. That went off defender's stick into the net, and that's going to be another King Phillip score. Yeah, that was just an unfortunate bounce there. Off the defender's stick, ends up in back of the net. And it's 3-0 King Phillip at 4:04 left to go in the first period. Along the near side. Battle for possession. Craven sends it back to the neutral zone. Picked up by Richard. Richard approaching. There's a shot. Turned away. She was looking for a secondary shot. Took a swing and a miss. Approaching 3.5 minutes left to go in this first period. Here comes Jean. Looking to approach. And she's diverted. Battling it out along the end boards. Puck takes a couple hops. Picked up by Brady. Callie Brady approaching. And she'll be diverted. Good defense once again by the Hillers. Gahn getting in her way. They look to bring it back up. Here's Annabelle Curran out in front of the net. And Gahn will deny her. Pass out from the corner along the high slot. Craven sends it up. Go to the neutral zone. That's O'Shea. O'Shea looking to approach. Jean sends it over. Able to connect with Craven. Here comes Craven. She's diverted. Sends it out to the blue line. That's Callie Arthur. Sending it into traffic. Into the neutral zone now. Trying to send it up was Sabazic. Sent out to the far side. Here's Arthur. And she's knocked down, and we might get a call here. We're going to get a hooking call. It's going to be against King Phillip. So the Hillers going on the power play with 2:04 left in the first period. Big opportunity for Hopkinton to come up with a goal here in this first period. Sent to the left circle. There's a shot turned away. That's off the stick of Abby Craven. Now sent behind the net. Sent back out to Craven. There's a shot turned away out in front. And KP able to clear. Shot from the top of the left circle. Sails a little high from the stick of Callie Arthur. And now Hedger sends a saucer back down towards the net. Along the near side, Jean coming out with it. Backhander, and it's deflected. Some back and forth along the far side. Puck wrapped around. Up the boards goes Lahan Allen. And that'll burn some time off the Hiller power play. 1:08 left on the power play. 1:12 left in the period. Here's Kramen. Sends it across. Lucy Jean looking to drive in. Jean takes it to the left circle. Leaves it behind for Beeler. Now up to Arthur. Callie Arthur gets it over to the corner. Jean looking to bring it out. Gets it to Hedger. Hedger with a shot. It's just wide. Callie Arthur now along the left circle. Sends it back to the corner. Beeler moves it along the end boards. Jean gets it out to the top of the circle. Back to Jean as she approaches. Backhander off the side of the net. Good stop along the blue line by Hedger. And there's a shot by Callie Arthur, deflected. 10 seconds left on the power play as King Phillip able to send it away. Along the near side, Hedger. Power play has expired. In 2 seconds, the period will as well. Well, that'll do it for the first period. After 1 period of play, it's King Phillip 3, the Hopkinton Hillers nothing. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Hockey on HCAM. We'll leave you now with some of the latest Hopkinton Hiller highlights.
HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the Dentist at Hopkinton. Founded by Dr. Jill Tansey in 2003, the Dentist at Hopkinton provides state-of-the-art dental care in a comfortable and relaxing setting to patients of all ages. They are located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com. On Monday, January 5th, Hiller girls basketball hosted Bellingham in their first game of 2026. Wally Henneberry and myself, Tom Nappy, on the call.
They have a big opportunity to take control of this game. Rabinovich firing it out as they work around the perimeter. Simulus for 3. There you go. Gabby Simulus already 5 points tonight. She has a couple field goals.
Yep.
Simulus up top to Restaghini. Back to Simulus for 3. Got it! A nice bucket there by the sophomore, Gabby Simulus. She has a team-leading 8 points so far. It's knocked away. A steal and a quick break by Riesenberger. Gets it over to the wing, and now a 3-ball. Restaghini got it.
Sophia White and Krause out. When they get the ball in the high post to Rabinovich, she turns to look, and
3-ball.
her partner's not there.
Oh, there it is. Murphy, Chet, and Garrett. Miss Kaylee Hayes' shot. Rabinovich able to corral it in. 8 seconds left to go in the corner. Hopkinton looking for the buzzer beater, and there it is. Gabby Simulus knocking down the 3. And the Hillers have their biggest lead of the night right at the halftime buzzer. No good. Falls out. Rabinovich battling for it. Loose ball, and Rabinovich able to pull it away. Gets it to Restaghini. A long pass up to the offensive corner, and now a feed to the wing, and Restaghini knocks it down for 3. 12 points for Teagan. Back to Simulus looking to drive down. David Krause. Around the perimeter they go. Restaghini gets it back. Simulus for 3. Got it! Gabby Simulus up to 16 points on the night. Chet and Garrett gets it over. Restaghini for 3. Yes! Teagan Restaghini feeling it. Balance over to Bearfield, down to the corner. Riesenberger for 3. Drains it.
I was going to call that a 2.
Oh, yeah. I guess her foot got a piece of the line there.
Yeah, long 2.
The Hillers captured the 60-32 win in dominant fashion. Gabby Simulus had 18 points. Teagan Restaghini added 17 points as the Hillers improved to 6-0 on the season. On Wednesday, January 7th, Hiller boys basketball hosted Norton. Steve Spector and Mike Tarosian on the call.
Like a play? Deep three, in and out. Rocco Spinelli was feeling it. Wide open again. Why not? Let it go. Yeah. And he nails it.
That's sweet.
One-hand runner off the glass. Very nice. And a deep three, and it's good. Josh Kim, nice response. Wide open. Oh, it's a nice shot by Connor Guyen. He was hoping his teammate would move to the ball. Oh, there it is. Gavin Cho using his body beautifully. He reacts here because the hills are a little flat right now.
Score here, the Tigers cover on the next bucket.
Oh, that's a big one. And nice response by Tori Alstrom Hall after a turnover, comes back and hits a three-pointer. That was a big shot. Rebound by the Hillers. Connor McNally over to Evie. Oh, too bad.
Nice rebound.
I'm sorry, that was Connor Guyen. Hillers moving the ball, looking for a seam. Deep three, and it's good.
Wow, that was pretty.
Rocco Spinelli, after about 7 passes, nails the three-pointer. That's about his second or third one tonight. I lost track.
The Hillers capture the 78-59 win and improve to 5-2 on the season. Also that Wednesday, Hiller boys hockey hosted Dover Sherborne, looking for their first home win of the season. Dover Sherborne led 1-0 heading into the second period.
Thomas Lamb with it. A nice feed there. That shot turned away. Off the rebound. It's put in. Here come the Hillers. Looking to get something going. Merkel along the near side. Takes it around the net. Trying to stuff it in, and he will. What a beauty by Connor Merkel. Just whipping around everybody. Takes it around the net. And had the goaltender completely tricked there. As he brought it around, had all kinds of open space on the glove side, and he is able to make it a 2-1 game with 57 seconds left in the second period. Rivera puts it towards the net. Truly trying to pick it up along the end boards, leaves it behind, into the slot, and how about that? How about another one? Matt Pajoli ties the game up. That was just some terrific ping-pong passing there by the Hillers. And they make it 2-2 at 30 seconds left to go. Make it a 2-2 game. Hopkinton in the white, Dover Sherborne in the black, and the Hillers with some pressure right off the bat. They're gonna just continue on with the goal scoring. Parker Rivera gives the Hillers a lead. Parker Rivera bringing the heat, and 23 seconds in to the third period. The Hopkinton Hillers lead it 3-2. Merkel back to Ian Tosca. Now along the end boards, Resnick. Resnick to Merkel, back to Resnick. And Ian Tosca sends it over. Petrelli with the shot, and the Hillers have a score! Just tremendous passing by the Hillers. Tosca sends it out to Pajoli, and Pajoli puts it in at 7:44 left to go in the third period.
2 more Hiller goals in the third, and the Hopkinton Hillers take the 4-2 win. Matt Pajoli had 2 goals for the Hillers in their win. Hopkinton improves to 4-3. Dover Sherborne falls to 3-4. This program is brought to you in part by TVLSports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at TVLSports.net. TVLSports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school. HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance.
And welcome back into the New England Sports Center. We are ready to continue on into the second period. A 3-0 King Phillip lead as we enter period number 2. Hillers in the white, King Phillip in the green and yellow. Tom Nappy happy to be with you on the call here on this Wednesday night. Dave McCarthy on camera, and we are underway here in the second period. King Phillip coming up the far side. Puck sent out from Annabelle Curran. Well, the Hillers are going to have their hands full of this game. King Phillip, a significantly bigger roster than the Hillers, and having that extra line and a half or even 2 lines that King Phillip has is really an advantage. So the Hillers are going to have to play all out, and they'll have their starters out there getting more playing time than usual as well. Lucy Jean up against Lainey O'Shea on the face-off. Sends it back. I think one thing the Hillers have to do is just keep that puck on net, be aggressive, and take as many shots as possible. Gahn sends it out. Out in front of the net, it's brushed away. Along the near side now. Jean trying to pop it off the boards, gets it back off the deflection. Looking to take it up, but Taylor McDuff closes in on her. Back into Hiller territory we go. Looking to approach, back and forth here, and puck deflected. Gahn sends it up. There's a wrister from the top of the circle, turned away. McKillop sends it out. Here come the Hillers. Jean working her way up. Towards the net, takes a shot, turned away. Along the blue line. Sent down towards the corner. Craven trying to dig it out. Yeah, that puck got away from its intended target, Molly Morgan, but she'll be able to send it up the far side. And we'll get an icing call at 13:05 left to go as King Phillip makes a change. Tom Nappy happy to be with you on the call. Dave McCarthy on camera, and a big hockey night across the TVL. There's a shot turned away, and a lot of big games coming up as well. As having to cover that one up is the senior goaltender Kiki Lynch. Sent to Hedger. Hedger puts it towards the slot, and it's intercepted. Cam O'Shea bringing it up the ice, sends it towards the blue line. Now with it is Morgan. Here comes Murphy, looking to close in. Looking to send it out in front of the net. It's deflected back. Hedger trying to move it up the near side, and nicely done by Beeler. It's it right at the King Phillip net. That is poked out by Beeler. The pass to the blue line from O'Shea, and some back and forth here along the far side. Battle for it, and now sent to the blue line. Hedger's there. And here comes King Phillip racing out of their territory. That's Emma Richard. Richard sends it back. Battle along the boards. Looking for the shot there, but a swing and a miss, and Hedger able to send it back towards King Phillip territory. Sent to the far side from Brady. There's O'Shea. Gets it over towards McGann. The Hillers, they're being aggressive at pursuing the puck. I think that's helping them big time. It's certainly keeping this very good King Phillip offense on their toes. And they're not giving King Phillip too many shots. King Phillip may have the lead right now. But the Hillers playing a very good style of defense to compete with this tough Warriors team. Along the near side corner, a battle for it. Gene gets in there and it's sent up. Popped off the boards by McKillop. Some great back and forth battles in this game. And we'll get another icing call here on King Phillip at 10:45 left to go. The end board sent to the near side. Ooh, a tangle up there. There's Craven getting knocked down as both teams continue to battle it out for possession. And we're going to get a face-off in the King Phillip end. This face-off comes at 10:30 left to go. Morgan Beeler up against Taylor McDuff. Top of the circle. There's a shot, and it's deflected. It was off the stick of Gone. Now along the far side, here comes the Warriors. Sent to the slot out in front. That shot turned away. Good save by Cholera. Gone along the end boards, battling it out. Picked up by McDuff. McDuff sends it out, and now with it is Finnegan. Finnegan gets it over to Beeler. Puck escapes to the end boards. Looking to bring it out is Callie Brady, but she was contested. Sent back up towards the corner by Sabazic. Now along the near side, King Phillip has the numbers here. Looking to approach a wrister, and covered up by Cholera. Yeah, it was a good job by Cholera covering that puck up. McKillop getting the shot in, and then quickly approaching Ed McDuff and company, and she's able to get the glove on it. Off the face-off, Hedger wraps it around. Here comes the Hillers. Lucy Jean approaching. Into the left circle, leaves it out in front, and it's just turned away. Along the far side now. Jean trying to battle it out. Puck ends up in the neutral zone, popped off the boards by Hedger. Well, I'll tell you, the one thing that this Hiller team does have is they do have a lot of energy, and a lot of these first liners can stay out there a long time. And look at that, there's a goal. Sent in front of the net, and it's popped in. And that is Abby Craven with the score. A beauty of a feed and a great finish by Craven, as the Hillers net one at 8:51 left to go in the second period. Along the far side. Curran sends it out in front. There's a shot turned away. And now the Hillers looking to race up the ice. Looking to send away was Brady. She's contested by Craven. Sent across to the far side from Morgan over to Leon Allen. And along the top of the circle, sent towards the slot. Puck escapes to the near side. Morgan sends it out. There's a shot, a wrister from the high slot by Curran, and a glove save. We're going to face off at 8:16 left to go in the second period. Yeah, one thing that's really important in this game, too, for the Hillers is to play a clean game. Don't give King Phillip power play opportunities. And so far, so good on that end. Along the end boards, Beeler wrists it towards the corner. Sent up the ice by Altier, but King Phillip able to bring it right back down. Arthur gets it towards the corner. Gone battling it out. Beeler picks it up, sends it far side. Backhanded up the ice by Altier. Some back and forth along the neutral zone. Popped off the boards by Pelkey. Backhanded up the ice by Gone and then sent into King Phillip territory by Hennigan. Along the end boards now. Altier sends it to the blue line. That's popped off the boards by Arthur. And now with it is Molly Cohen. Sent up by McDuff. And we'll get an icing call. 7:03 left to go in this second period. On the face-off, Lucy Jean up against Taylor McDuff. Along the far side, sent across over to McKillop. McKillop looking to approach. Look to send it out. That pass intercepted by Jean. Here comes the Hillers. They have the numbers. 3-on-2 here. Jean looking to approach. Backhander, and she rings it in. And look at that. The Hillers are right back in it. Lucy Jean with a tremendous backhander. And she'll make it a 3-2 game at 6:38 left to go in the second period. Unbelievable. Jean up against LeBlanc. Here comes King Phillip. Sends it out to the slot. There's a shot and turned away. And then trying to stuff it in was Curran. Good goaltending once again by Cholera. Along the near side. To the blue line, there's a shot. And we'll have a glove save here. This face-off will be Morgan Beeler up against Stephanie LeBlanc. Take it in there was Ella Morgan. She's diverted by Callie Arthur, who sends it up. And now racing in. That's Beeler. That shot just wide. Here comes King Phillip up the near side. That's LeBlanc. Sends it over to the left circle. There's a shot turned away. Another great save there. Curran gets it to the end boards and then out in front on ice speed. And Curran puts it in. Annabelle Curran striking at 5:40 left to go here in the second period. Beeler up against Cam O'Shea. Well, you can see King Phillip, they're trying to step on the gas now after the Hillers got a couple goals back. Let's set wide of the net. Along the near side. Battle for it. Wheeler pops it off the boards. Trying to send it out from the corner. McGann, she's contested. Gone, trying to take it up the ice. Here comes Gone and company. That's Altier. Altier wrists it towards the net, turned away. Along the near side. Some back and forth here. Altier able to send it down. Beeler trying to dig it out. Set back up the boards. Gone with a shot! Out in front, turn away. Great pressure there from the Hillers. Jean racing in. Excuse me, that's Altier. Jean just got back out there. She got some good rest and now is ready to battle. Also coming back in, Abby Craven. Here comes King Phillip. That was a great shift by that second line for the Hillers. Here comes Jean. And we'll get a face-off. Offsides call there. It'll be Jean up against Cohen. Sets up the boards by Kelly. 4 minutes and counting left to go in what has been an action-packed second period. Sent across to the far side, racing up the ice. And puck deflected towards the net. That was Tess D'Angelo on the breakaway, and she'll end up flying in a cholera that'll dislodge the net, and we'll get a face-off. I'll tell you, the Siller team, they're playing smart hockey. They know that King Phillip has many advantages, but they're battling hard, they're keeping it clean, and they're keeping the pressure on and contesting each and every possession. They are certainly really playing hard out there tonight. Along the far side, looking to approach. And nicely done by Olivia Hedger and company. Keeping King Phillip from that breakaway. Hedger gets the stick on it once again, sends it to the neutral zone. Moves it up the ice to the corner. Along the end boards it goes. Set to the far side. Miller's looking to approach. Jean with it. Jean trying to split the defenders there. She was diverted, able to pick it back up. Hedger now battling for it along the boards. Backhanded into the neutral zone by McKillop. Jean grabs it back ice. She'll bring it around. She's contested coming up the far side. Racing in is Morgan. Morgan puts it towards the net, turned away. Along the corner now, that shot is defended by Hedger. It was off the stick of McDuff. Popped to the near side by Sabazic, and now battle for it along the boards. Backhanded into the neutral zone from McKillop. McDuff trying to take it up. Now racing in Morgan. Puck deflects to the far side corner. Now along the left circle. That shot deflected into the protective netting. Once again, good defense by the Hillers, really guarding that slot area and the front of the net. This face-off comes out 1:47 left in this second period. Hillers have it. Here comes Altier. Looking to approach and puts it out in front. It's turned away and now sent to the near side. Well, that was nicely done by Altier, bringing it right down. And nearly was able to get a shot off. Into Hiller territory now. Backhanded to the corner from Gone. Battle for possession. King Phillip comes out with it into the slot, and a misfire there on the attempted shot by Ella Morgan. Sent up the near side by Hennigan. It deflects off the end boards, and now battling it out is Hennigan and Brady. Racing up the ice is LeBlanc, sends it over. Back to LeBlanc, but that pass got away from her. And sent up by Beeler. Pass back to the far side, nice feed to Curran. She'll send it up to the end boards. King Phillip makes a quick change. 30 seconds left in the period. King Phillip looking for one last breakaway. And there's a shot, and it's turned away by Collar. She immediately drops it to avoid the face-off. Here comes Gone. Yeah, that was a good drop by Collar. Avoid that face-off. You saw you had help there, and that you could clear the zone. So you want to keep the action going. Along the far side now, and that'll do it. A great period by the Hillers. They net a couple goals. King Phillip did get one back, but we got ourselves a battle between undefeated King Phillip and 3-5 Hopkinton, and the Hillers, they are playing hard tonight. This has been a fun one. A 4-2 King Phillip lead as we head into the third period on HCAM. And now we have more of the latest Hopkinton Hiller happenings coming at you. We'll be back in a few minutes.
HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the Dentist at Hopkinton. Founded by Dr. Jill Tansey in 2003, the Dentist at Hopkinton provides state-of-the-art dental care in a comfortable and relaxing setting to patients of all ages. They are located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com.
Something going. Merkel along the near side. Takes it around the net. Trying to stuff it in, and he will! What a beauty by Connor Merkel. Just whipping around everybody. Takes it around the net. And had the goaltender completely tricked there. As he brought it around, had all kinds of open space on the glove side. And he is able to make it a 2-1 game with 57 seconds left in the second period. Rivera puts it towards the net. Trolley trying to pick it up along the end boards, leaves it behind, into the slot, and how about that? How about another one? Matt Pajoli ties the game up. That was just some terrific ping-pong passing there by the Hillers. And they make it 2-2 at 30 seconds left to go. Make it a 2-2 game. Hopkinton in the white, over Sherborne in the black, and the Hillers with some pressure right off the bat. They're gonna just continue on with the goal scoring. Parker Rivera gives the Hillers a lead. Parker Rivera bringing the heat, and 23 seconds in to the third period, the Hopkinton Hillers lead it 3-2. Merkel back to Iantoska. Now along the end boards, Resnick. Resnick to Merkel, back to Resnick. And Iantoska sends it over. Petrelli with the shot, and the Hillers have a score! Just tremendous passing by the Hillers. Tosca sends it out to Pajoli, and Pajoli puts it in at 7:44 left to go in the third period.
Two more Hiller goals in the third, and the Hopkinton Hillers take the 4-2 win. Matt Pajoli had 2 goals for the Hillers in their win. Hopkinton improves to 4-3. Dover Sherborne falls to 3-4. On Thursday, January 8th, Hiller boys and girls swimming hosted Dedham. The Hiller boys improved to 2-1 on the season with a 89-67 win. The Hiller girls fell just short. Dedham takes the 91-73 win. The Hopkinton girls are now 0-3 on the season. Also that Thursday, Hiller Alpine Ski had their first meet of the season at the Ski Award. John Ritz was at the scene to capture the action.
Edith Thompson, 23.31 on the red course, 804 right, Cunningham from Hopkinton. Time for red number 505, Zachary Borchetti, 26.13 on the blue course, 805, Ethan Fowler from Hopkinton. Time for number 704, Olivia Brideau, 26.25 on the red course. Number 906, Alexandra Feingold from Algonquin.
The Hiller boys team finished third place overall. Hiller girls finished 7th. Top finishes for the Hiller boys included Barry O'Brien had a 4th place finish, and Patrick Meehan finished 14th. For the Hiller girls, Caitlin Larry finished 16th, and Alexandra Cohen finished 24th. On Friday, January 9th, Hiller boys basketball hosted Westwood. Mike DeRosian and myself, Tom Nappy, on the call.
Ortiz on the entry, just gets it in time. Mariano Alejandro able to feed it to midcourt to Rodman. Now the pass to the short corner, Pindell feeds it out. Here's Ortiz, back to Pindell, 3-ball, yes! Ty Pindell has 8 points for Westwood. Full court pressure continues from the Hillers. Here comes Rodman, gets it over. 3-ball attempt, and he's got it. Ty Pindell, his second straight 3.
Westwood ended up taking the 75-63 win. Robert Lariano Alejandro tallied 31 points for the Wolverines in the Westwood win. On Saturday, January 10th, Hiller girls hockey hosted Canton.
Shot attempt was intercepted. Abby Craven was looking for the shot. Approaching, backhander, it's in. Right up the ice she goes, and Canton has a 1-0 lead at 11:44 left to go. And that was just great skating up the ice by Shannon Lane. Crossed by Lane, and getting in the way of that pass was Craven as she approaches and rings it in. Top shelf. Abby Craven with the score for the Hillers. Absolute blast into the top of the net.
Abby Craven nets the game-tying goal with 4:21 left in the first. It would stay a 1-1 game heading into the second period.
It's over by Vicente. Now pass Campbell. Campbell gets it back. There's a shot out in front of the net, and it's put in. Yeah, it's tough luck coming out of the power play. You get through it, and then another penalty. Canton able to get all kinds of pressure going, and Abby Stock has the second Canton goal of the game at 12:44 left to go in this second period.
Canton nets 2 goals in the second period, and despite good pressure from the Hillers, they come up short, and Canton grabs the 3-1 win. The Bulldogs of Canton are now 4-2-1 on the season. Hillers fall to 3-5. HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance. This program is brought to you in part by TVLSports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at tvlsports.net. tvlsports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school.
And welcome back into the New England Sports Center. We are just about ready for the third period. A little bit of a delay during the intermission there, but we're ready to continue on. And as we enter the third period, it is a 4-2 King Phillip lead. The Hillers netting a couple goals in that second period. We had Abby Craven net one off an assist from Lucy Jean to make it 3-1, and then Lucy Jean at 6:38 netted a goal. An absolute snipe to make it 3-2. And then King Phillip struck back with a goal of their own at 5:40 left to go. And 4-2 is where we stand as we start this third and final period of regulation. Wheeler up against LeBlanc, and we are underway here in period number 3. King Phillip looking to approach. On the far side corner, battling it out, Ella Morgan for King Phillip. And getting to the puck of Nikki. She sends it up into the neutral zone, wristed up the ice off the boards by Callie Brady. Well, Nikki trying to clear the zone, sends it behind the net. Battle for it along the near side, and moved up into the neutral zone. Back ice it goes. Deflected into Hiller territory. And Nikki picks it up, sends it up the near side. Some back and forth here as members of both teams battle for the puck. Sent out now, and Hedger taking it back to the near side. There's a shot just off the mark by Molly Morgan. Hedger sends it back to the far side, and now over to Grace Hennigan, who will move it up. Here comes Lucy Jean driving up the ice. Battling it out along the far side. Gets around a couple of defenders, takes a shot, and it's deflected. Lucy Jean got around 3 defenders there to get that shot off. Crayman looking to move in. Getting in front of her was Callie Brady. Jean looking for the shot, and it's diverted. Along the near side now. Oh, puck deflects into the bench. Good catch by the assistant coach, Mike Messier. Lucy Jean up against Cam O'Shea on the face-off. That was a great catch. Of course, Messier, Hiller alum. Here comes Kelly, puts it towards the net, and just wide. Crayman looking to dig it out of the corner. King Phillip gets there first. As working it up the ice is McGann. Jean gets in front of her, a nice steal there. Jean flying up the ice, into the neutral zone she goes. Crosses the blue line. Into the left circle, backhander turned away. Another great drive up the ice by Jean. Crayman with a shot, and it's wide. And they'll call that out of play. We'll get a face-off at 12:14 left in the third period. Both teams switching up the talent on the ice. Along the near side. And here comes Curran. Annabelle Curran looking to close in. Out in front. Into the high slot. That shot is blocked by Altier. And here she comes up the far side. Callie Brady gets in front of her. I'll tell you, Nina Altier bringing some good speed to the Hillers. And she is got a good amount of turnovers and blocks in this game. Battling for it is Beeler. Sent into the neutral zone and now into Hiller territory. Down in the corner, sent out. And here comes Beeler. Beeler has some wheels, gets around one defender. Into the left circle, backhands it towards the net, turned away. Beeler on the secondary shot, turned away. Yeah, Hiller's playing the puck well off the rebound. Sent up the near side. On the end boards is Richard. And Richard gets it over towards D'Angelo, who's contested. And puck sent back in front of the net, but handled by Brady. Here comes King Phillip up the ice. Lucy Jean quickly closes in. Jean gonna take the puck up the far side, sends it over, a nice feed. Here's Catherine Kelly. And getting in her way was Lainey O'Shea. Pass to the near side, gathered up by D'Angelo. Into Hiller territory, Arthur. Moves it up the far side, there's Cramen. And now taking it up the ice, that's Jean, one to beat. And puts it towards the net, it's turned away. Cramen along the right circle. Looking to bring it out in front, sends it to the top of the circle. There's a shot into traffic. And a secondary shot off the rebound ends up going around the boards. Arthur puts it back into traffic. Sent up the near side by Cohen. In the Hiller territory we go. King Phillip makes a change as we approach 9.5 minutes left to go. So back and forth along the near side. Sent up the boards now, and it gets away, escapes into King Phillip territory. Gathered up in the corner by Callie Brady. Wheeler trying to contest her, and a body check there. And that pass from Molly Morgan deflected by Hannigan, but Morgan able to catch up with it on the near side, and we might have a call here. Wheeler was knocked to the ice. And we will indeed have a call. First penalty on the Hillers. So the first penalty of the game on the Hillers. That's going to be against Nina Altier. Sent out in front. That shot turned away. Hillers trying to clear. King Phillip looking to bring the pressure with the man advantage. Battle for possession. Coming out from the corner now. Sent behind the net. Over to the left circle. There's a shot, a one-timer. Just wide is LeBlanc. Sent behind the net once again. Over to LeBlanc. And trying to stuff it in out in front. Turned away. Good goaltending by Riley Cholera. And now here come the Hillers up the far side. Trying to escape with it was Jean. Cramen behind her. Gets it back to Jean. Jean gonna play some keep away. Sends it out to Cramen. That shot turned away. Good feed in front of the net there. Under a minute left on the King Phillip power play. Up the ice goes LeBlanc. Looking to close in, gets around a couple of defenders out in front, and she'll put it in. Well, just smooth moves by Stephanie LeBlanc, the freshman. And she is able to get another score for King Phillip. At 7:40 left to go in the third period. That'll make it a 5-2 game. Callie along the far side. That's set up by Lubnicki. Now over to O'Shea. The battle for it. Beeler getting in there. Deflected towards the net. Finnegan sends it up into the neutral zone. Racing up the ice now. Here's Richard. Yeah, the Hillers, they've done a great job protecting the front of the net, of course. When you have King Phillip in that power play opportunity with the man advantage, they got some great skaters out there, and they'll make you pay. Some back and forth along the far side. And there's a long shot from the blue line, turned away. And now here comes Beeler and company. Moving into King Phillip territory. Off the stick of Finnegan there, to the end boards it goes. Sent out from the corner. Deflected back to the far side boards. Some back and forth in King Phillip territory, but now Molly Murphy has it. She'll bring it up the ice. Sends it out in front, deflected away. Here's Finnegan. Looking to bring it up the near side, getting in front of her, McDuff. Pops it off the boards, looking for McGann. A nice steal there by Jean, and she'll be diverted. Poked out by Kelly. Raymond trying to race over, but getting in front of her is Callie Brady. Brady bringing it up. Out in front of the net, will bring it around, and then tries to sneak it in. It's turned away. Sent to the neutral zone by Kelly. Along the far side now. Pop to the near side corner. Up the boards it goes. Battle for it, and it's set back down. Hillers racing in KP territory. Flected off the stick of McDuff. Jean catches up with it. And ends up losing it there. As contesting her was McGann. Puck squirts out to the near side. A battle along the boards. And we'll get a offsides call, I believe, here. Face-off comes at 4:44 left to go, and we're going to have a timeout. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Hockey on HCAM. Off the timeout call, 4:44 left to go in the third period. Along the near side. Beeler trying to get it out of the corner. Sent up by Lumnicki. A battle for it along the near side. Sent down and around. Sent back by Lumnicki, and then into the slot it goes. There's a shot turned away, and then trying to stuff it in was Curran. That was LeBlanc on the initial shot. Sent around the boards by Morgan. King Phillip looking for more pressure. Into traffic with that shot. On the top of the circle now. Altier trying to get in there. Here comes Beeler. Beeler racing in. Wrists it towards the net. And it's off the arm of the goaltender. Sent out in front. And King Phillip quickly able to clear out of that situation. In the Hiller territory, Curran racing for the puck, and now the Hiller is able to bring it back up. Here comes Beeler. That shot just wide. Along the far side boards, Hennigan. Hennigan trying to leave it out in front, and King Phillip able to defend that pressure. Blank gets it back into Hiller territory as the tired King Phillip line makes a change. And now Callie Arthur and company bringing it back up. A steal there. Battling out are the 2-11s, Lucy Jean and Callie Brady. Jean racing up the ice, gets through everybody. Approaching, there's a shot. And it's a glove save. Actually, it was just deflected out of play. We'll get a face-off at 2:42 left to go. I'll tell you, you're going against the very good King Phillip program today, and the Hillers obviously don't have the size roster that this King Phillip team has, but they really have battled out there today. It's been impressive, and they very much made this a fun game to watch. And now some pressure here, and King Phillip's going to get another one. Molly Morgan with the score. But for the most part, if you're the Hillers, you're relying on the two lines that you got available. And they've been playing almost all game long, so they got to be certainly getting a little tired as we reach the final stages of this third period. But certainly a great effort by this Hiller team out there today. And they're going to keep battling for these final minutes. Jean looking to put on the moves. King Phillip gets the turnover. They got a 2-on-1 coming up. Sent over, backhanded towards the net, turned away. Hillers will take it right back up. Here comes Beeler. Jean, top of the circle. That shot just wide. Along the far side boards it goes. And here comes Taylor McDuff. She'll take a shot, turned away. You got to give credit to Riley Cholera. She's had to come up with some big saves today to keep the Hillers in this game. Sent to the far side. Looking to approach and poke to the corner. Just under a minute and a half left to go here in this game. Stolen away there, and that pass just misses. A little too much heat on that pass from Annabelle Curran. Puck heads up into King Phillip territory, and we'll get an icing. We're going to face off with a minute and 9 seconds left. On the far side, wristed towards the net. And that's deflected. Under a minute left now. To the blue line, there's a shot kicked away by a defender. That shot from Lainey O'Shea. And King Phillip looking for the cherry on top, and they'll get it. Just a beauty of a feed to Annabelle Curran, and she's able to slip it in. At 44 seconds left to go to make it a 7-2 game. The Hillers will change up their defenders. Sending it along the near side, Sabazic. I'll tell you something. The score doesn't tell the story of this game. That second period, one of the best periods of the season. This Hiller team played, outscoring King Phillip 2-1. And, you know, King Phillip has a lot of talent on their roster. They got the numbers. So that's why they were able to get the win here today. But a great effort by this Hiller group as we are just seconds away from the end of this one. And there it is. King Phillip takes the 7-2 win, but a great effort by the Hillers. They really fought hard, and it was a fun game to watch. And this Hopkinton Hiller team, they have some talent, and they will certainly pick up some more wins this season. But King Phillip getting the win here today. King Phillip improves to 8-0-0 on the season. The Hopkinton girls fall to 3-6. A big thank you to Dave McCarthy for his tremendous camera work. And for everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. The final score for the final time, King Phillip defeats the Hopkinton Hillers 7-2. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Hockey on HCAM. Take care, enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.